budget performance, bang for the buck firepower, and value velocity are all very appealing things to the gearhead, and two cars that I've driven in the last year or so deliver on all of those attributes in masses. So let's take a closer look. This is the Camaro ZL1, and it is nuts. Then there's this, the Shelby GT500, which is even crazier. These cars are sort of enemies, but they're very similar in a couple of important ways. First, they're the two fastest new cars you can buy for the money, with a warranty anyways. Second, they both pack serious American firepower that'll embarrass many a high-performance model from across the pond for many thousands less of your dollars. And third, as we put this segment together, you could get a ZL1 or GT500 new from the factory, though numerous models were available in the used market if you're on a tighter budget. So here's a look at each one and a few tips to help you out if you're going with a used model. First, the ZL1. Named after an experimental engine from days gone by, the new ZL1 designation is worn by Chevrolet's highest performing Camaro yet. The bulged hood, carbon fiber accents, and super sticky tires are no empty threat on the visual front, as the front half of this rip-snorting muscle car is stuffed with a 6.2-liter LSA V8 engine. To that, engineers bolted a supercharger to drive output to 580 horsepower. Brembo brakes, integral transmission, and differential cooling and magnetically adjustable suspension are all on board too. Make no mistake, this one's absolutely track-ready. Drivers can have the ZL1 in either coupe or convertible configurations and with manual or automatic transmissions. It rolls on 20-inch wheels and features sporty alloy pedals, special seats, and quad-pipe exhausts for added exclusivity. This range-topping Camaro is completed with extensive aerodynamic and cooling optimizations for stability and durability in a motorsport setting. It's easy to drive, comfortable, and boasting a set of front seats friendly for even larger drivers, the ZL1 is a wickedly fast, track-ready muscle coupe that can be comfortably driven every day. The looks gather crowds and the exhaust note drops jaws. Decent fuel mileage during gentle driving too. Pricing new from about $55. Buying a used one, start the used ZL1 when it's cold, ensuring the seller hasn't pre-warmed it ahead of your arrival. Pop the hood and listen for a whining or rattling sound from the supercharger, which sits on top of the engine. Any unwelcome sounds could be the result of a supercharger issue, which can result in engine damage. Apparently, Chevrolet dealers are replacing superchargers on affected models. Check the air conditioner for proper operation and scrutinize the alignment of body panels and the condition of the paint too. You should be able to find a used model with plenty of factory warranty remaining as well. Need even more power? Check out the latest Shelby GT500. Priced from under $62,000, brand new, the highest performing factory Mustang model yet, wears the late Carroll Shelby's name proudly while offering shoppers an unparalleled level of power and torque output for the money. You get a simply sinister 5.8-liter V8 with a supercharger the size of a toaster oven. Result, 662 horsepower and 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 4 seconds en route to a top speed beyond 200 miles per hour. All GT500 models come with a 6-speed manual transmission, track-ready chassis and brake upgrades, and exhaustive attention to aerodynamic performance for maximum high-speed stability. Drivers can recalibrate the steering and suspension feel in real time via toggle switches, as well as activating a launch control function for drag race starts right from the steering wheel. Bragging rights style and all-out aggression are tops with Shelby's latest Stang. Among the most powerful production cars in the world, performance is truly world-class. The GT500 is also surprisingly good on fuel during highway cruising, as well as laid back and relaxing enough to drive every day. Stopping power and handling match the power output, which leaves anything near this price point in the dust. Mind you, with 662 horsepower on tap, a large amount of the GT500's performance is wasted on public roads with speed limits. Additionally, heavy-footed drivers will experience lofty fuel bills and a high likelihood of license revocation. Owners opting to participate in motorsports will experience the best return on their investment in the GT500's performance services. Going with a used one, feel the clutch and shifter for signs of slippage, grinding, or biting back, which could indicate clutch problems or gearbox trouble. Scrutinize the paint finish too. Beyond that, most owners report solid reliability and minimal issues. Track down a model at a Ford dealership as part of a certified pre-owned program for maximum confidence. A full mechanical inspection by a Ford technician should be considered mandatory ahead of your purchase. And remember, with any used performance car, Camaro, Mustang, or otherwise, assume the seller is trying to pass off tires and brakes that need need replacement until you prove otherwise. Be sure to budget for a full fluid change and tune-up if you're unclear on the service history of the model in question, and be sure to avoid a model that's been upgraded or modified unless you're up on tuning and performance mods. Though altering, say, engine management or suspension components to turn up the performance can be fun stuff, it can also result in a headache if the quality of the parts and installation aren't top-notch. Your favorite mechanic would be happy to have a look at the used performance car you're considering before you agree to buy it for maximum peace of mind. Thanks for watching.